Hi there, it's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. Thanks so much for joining me today. I have a sneak peek today from the upcoming, as in this Friday, July 1st, is when our new mini catalog, July to December 2022 mini catalog will be released this Friday, July 1st. So I can't really show you the inside of the catalog yet, but I can show you this beautiful bundle. And this is what we're going to make, two super simple cards. Well, we're just going to make one. I'll show you the other one that I did. But there is so much to do with all of the products that come in this suite. The suite is called Boughs of Holly, and it is, so it has the bundle, which this is the stamp set, beautiful two-step images here, and has some nice, bold, crisp sentiments for the holidays. And the dies, we have a few standalone dies, which mean they make for beautiful backdrop images, which we're going to use a few of those. And then also to crop out the stamped images that you can do your two-step stamping on. So along with that is the Boughs of Holly DSP, and I've already gotten into it pretty good. So this is just one sheet. This is the opposite of that. So it's 12 by 12s, full, beautiful, bold, lots of reds, lots of greens, old olive, mossy meadow, my favorite green for the holidays. So that is the DSP. Also with the suite comes this beautiful natural ribbon, and it is it's so soft, and the weave, it's like more like an open weave, so it's very soft. It can be trimmed down and frayed on the ends, which is what I love. Also with this suite came these textural elements. And these, I can't wait to get into these. The cards we're doing today are so simple. I didn't even get into some of the elements and embellishments that come with this suite. But this is beautiful. It can be used with your blends markers. You can put dots on, regular other embellishments that could go right on there. So that's all part of the suite. And everything is inclusive. So again, it's all going to be available on Friday. So this is the card that we're going to make today. It's so simple, with just a little bit of stamping, a little bit of die cutting, and we're using one of the sheets from the Boughs of Holly DSP. This is another card that I made with this set. Took me about 5 minutes. This is the white frayed ribbon, which was in the annual catalog. But look at this beautiful tag, which you don't see it on here, so I wanted to make sure that I showcased that. And this just makes for a beautiful earthy, masculine, natural kind of a greeting card. So I wanted to show you how simple that could be. That was one die cut with this die right here, and it makes that beautiful die cut. Okay, so let's get started. I'll show you what I have here as far as my measurements. You can take a screenshot of that if you want. We're starting off with just a regular basic white, thick basic white cardstock, 11.5 by 4 1/4. I'm just going to give it a good crisp fold, and scored at 5.5. Okay, this is 99% of the time I use the thick basic white as my base. Then we're going to have a layer of soft succulent. This is 5 1/4 by 4. Then we're going to have our DSP trimmed, and you can see this has a direction to it. So I made sure this was on the 3 3/4, so that you could see the trees going up vertical. Then I had just a piece of regular basic white, and this is just the 4.5 by 3 1/4. So the DSP, did I tell you what that was? That's 5 by 3 1/4. Okay, so that's just, they're all just building up on each other. I went ahead and embossed that. This is from, this was in the annual catalog. This is from the Wintry 3D embossing folders, the slimline ones, so that they can slip right through the mini Stampin' Cut and emboss machine. So I just used this one here with the leaves. So I went ahead and I already did that. Okay, so let's get busy here. We're just going to do some layering and then we can do some stamping. I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Stamparatus because it is two-step stamping, and I always use my Stamparatus with two-step stamping. I use it a lot, but I don't ever take the chance of without two steps, because it's with the two plates, it just makes it so much easier. All right, so I'm just going to adhere these together now to make my bases and my layers. It's going to go right into the center. We don't have to worry about any ribbon to be wrapped around this time. Okay, and we can even put this right onto the base right now. Okay, now let's get some stamping done. I have my Stamparatus. Like I said, I'm going to be using both of my plates, and I am going to use one of my magnets just because I just have scraps that I'm working with. I'm not working with a big piece, so I don't really want it to move around too much. So I'm going to take, so these are the two stamps. So this would, the two larger ones, I always start with the base, and that's usually my lighter color. And then for the veiny part of the image, I use the darker color. In this case, I'm just going to use one color, but I'm going to stamp off on the more solid image. So I'm going to use soft succulent. Put this under here. And that will be my first image that I'm going to put up here. So let me just put this on. It does tend to stick and pull up, but as long as I know I'm at the 1 inch mark, so it's 1 inch here and it's 1 inch down. That keeps it pretty safe for me. Okay, and then if it moves, I still have. I know exactly where it's going back. Okay, so this is let me make sure I have the right one. Yeah, so this is the solid image. But like I said, I'm just going to, I want to stamp off because I want that image to be a little lighter than the veins. So that's all I needed, just a little bit of color in the background. And I ran a whole bunch of colors through before. Just to see, like, you know, what good combinations there would be. And I like it. There's a lot that you can do where you don't have to do on and off. You could just, stamping on and stamping off. You could just use two big bold colors. I'm not really a bold color girl though, so this is more my speed, but I do have plans for other ones where I will be stepping out a little and making the most of this beautiful set. Okay, so now I'm just giving it a good press. I just want a little bit of highlights, and I love that. That looks great. Okay, so we can get rid of this right now. I'll wipe it off in a little bit. And now I'm going to take one of the dies, the larger one, and we're going to run that through the Stampin' Cut and emboss machine. Whoops, too loud. While I'm doing that, I'm going to take a piece of white also, just basic white, and I'm going to run that through with the, so this is the solid of the larger leaf image. So this one, I'm going to do one of the standalone dies, so in the white, and I'm going to use the the smaller one for that. So let's bring out Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the Big Boss. I have my platform, my basic #1 plate, and then I have my magnetic plate, which hopefully if you have yours, it's working fine and you can get a lot of use out of it. Mine is just perfect. So I'm sorry to say that there were others that were kind of having a problem with it. So Stampin' Up! Is no longer marketing or selling them. Okay, so let's just put this through. And so I have my 2 images, and I love the way that came out. And this one is the smaller image, but the standalone die allows you to build it, to build your leaf up. So if this was a solid color, and if it was the larger one, I would definitely be able to put this right up on top. So let's see if I have, this is, anyway, that's how it would go if you wanted to. Right now, I just wanted to use 2 separate images that were die cut. And I already went ahead and I did die cut these tiny little leaf sprigs out of this little guy here. There's 2 of them actually, so I used one here and one here. So just to have them on hand, and I think that I'm going to use one of those to pull up the mossy meadow that is in this background here. Okay, so all I'm going to do here is build up my little spray of flowers, leaves, and then I already cropped out. That's the other thing I love about this set, is not only do they have this beautiful tag, sentiment tag, they have another one that is perfect for these sentiments. So we have season's greetings or Christmas wishes, and then you can add from our own home to yours, to friends near and far. So it's a nice standard, but very good sentiment to have on hand. And it's nice and simple and nice and crisp. So let me use Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to use, I used Christmas wishes before. Let's go with season's greetings right now. And let's see if I can get, I'm not sure if this is on straight, so let me just check it here. And it's always good to use your grid paper just to make sure the photopolymer stamps are straight. It wouldn't matter if I was going to be using the die to crop it out afterwards. Then I can just make sure that it's straight with however I crop it. But for this, since I already have my tag done, I kind of want it to be straight first time out. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so that is it for that. You can see how simple, how very little stamping. But with all of these dies and all of these images, you really could make some extraordinary designs, which I'm looking forward to doing. But I just wanted to get my sneak peeks out first before the catalog actually goes out on Friday. Okay, so I'm just wanting to make a little bit of a spray, and then I'll put this right on top here. You could use liquid glue, you could use a glue dot, whatever you like. Okay, so now that I know this is all together, I'm going to put and I will be putting these, popping these up with dimensionals, but let's just see where this is gonna go. I also have some white twine from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. And I think I already cut one here. So I'm just gonna make a simple, small bow and try to get the curl out of it. Okay, and let me get a glue dot, and since the twine is so tiny, I am going to just squeeze it right where the knot is, just to hopefully, so you don't see the glue dot. Okay, and then this can go on right here, right into the center. And I think that's fine. I could always trim that in a sec. But so I'm going to put this here, but I want to make sure that it's the focal point is also picking up the sentiment, which is the season's greetings. So I know I kind of want that there. I'm going to put this just right to the edge there. And now I can take some dimensionals and pop them up here for this one. So it still has movement with this, because I'm not gluing these all the way down, and I do like that with the movement. So I'm not going to make sure that, I will make sure that it's just where I want it, right there. But I still have some movement right here. So there you go. I can curl this up. I could add some little dots, embellishments, rhinestones, whatever, but I like the simplicity of this. And I think I'm going to leave it just the way it is. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this quick and easy tutorial to just bang out these two really simple cards coming from this Leaves of Holly bundle, which is in the new catalog, will be in the new catalog, which is going to be released on Friday. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that once you get it, you will give it a try. If you need any help with your ordering, I would love to be your demonstrator. So you can contact me anytime, and I can help you either get you a catalog or help you with an order or answer any questions that you have. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and like it or share it or put a comment on it. But most important, please subscribe to my my YouTube channel so that you don't miss my next video. Okay, thanks again for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.